All right, let's talk about one of the ocean's greatest and maybe most misunderstood fears. To get started, I want you to try and forget every shark movie you've ever seen. Just wipe the slate clean.
Because this is the image we all have, right? This unstoppable, man-eating hunter just lurking beneath the waves. It's a powerful, absolutely terrifying idea that's been burned into our brains.
But what if I told you that whole story is, well, basically a myth? What if the creature we've been taught to fear isn't actually our enemy at all? Let's get into what's really going on.
Okay, so first up, let's tackle this powerful myth head-on. The shark that we all think we know.
Yeah, this idea of a malicious hunter makes for a great movie. But the science and the reality of most human shark encounters, it tells a completely different and honestly a far more interesting story.
And to really get it, we have to completely reframe the words we use. We need to stop thinking attack and start thinking investigation.
And here is the single most important point of this whole thing. The vast majority of these incidents are totally mislabeled. Calling it an attack implies the shark wants to hurt you, but that's rarely what's happening. Think about it like this. When we want to figure something out, what do? We reach out, we touch it, we feel it, right? We use our hands. Well, sharks don't have hands. Their main tool for checking out something new in their environment is their mouth. And that brings us to this really crucial concept, the investigatory bite. This is not an act of aggression. It's an act of pure curiosity. The shark sees a shape it doesn't recognize, maybe a surfer on a board that looks a bit like a seal from below. And it does the only thing it can do to figure out what it is. It takes a little test bite.
And you know what? It happens in an instant. In that single moment, that one bite, the shark gets all the data it needs, and it immediately realizes, whoa, this is not food. This is all bone, not blubber. Big mistake.
And then, almost every single time, it lets go and just swims away. As far as the shark is concerned, that's it. Encounter over.
So the shark is gone. The immediate threat is gone. You'd think the danger is over, right?
Wrong. Not even close. In fact, the most dangerous part of this whole situation has just started.
Because the true threat was never the shark. It's what happens in those moments after the shark is long gone.
So let's break this down. That bite wasn't meant to be fatal. The real, life-threatening danger is severe blood loss. And the one thing that makes that a million times worse? Panic.
It's actually a terrifyingly simple bit of biology. When you panic, your heart rate goes through the roof. And a heart that's pumping faster is pushing blood through your body much more quickly, which means you bleed out that much faster. In that moment, panic literally becomes the real predator.
So knowing this, what do you actually do? Well, this is your survival playbook. There are 4 absolutely critical steps. 1. You have to fight that instinct to panic. Stay as calm as you possibly can. 2. Control your breathing to slow that heart rate down. 3. Apply direct, firm pressure to the wound to slow the bleeding. And finally, number 4. Move calmly and steadily towards safety. No frantic splashing, just smooth, controlled movement.
And this is what it all comes down to. Your survival is not determined by the shark. It's determined by your actions in the minutes right after that encounter.
And that brings us to the final and I think most powerful takeaway from all of this. It's a complete shift in how you think about the whole situation. This is the core lesson right here. It's not about being strong enough to fight off a shark. It's about having the mental control to manage your own body's reaction. In this scenario, control, not strength, is what saves your life. And that just changes the whole game, doesn't it? The narrative isn't man versus monster anymore. It's a test of your own internal discipline. It actually empowers you by showing you that survival is, to a huge degree, within your own hands. So, it leaves you with this one last thought. If we could get the story of something as iconic as sharks so incredibly wrong, what other monsters out there have we simply misunderstood?